Welcome back to another stream. I hope you're having a fantastic Friday. Happy to see you, Kev. I see you've got a track to check out. The song we were just listening to, actually, but the DS version. They're up against some stiff competition. Insane in the Rain really busted down on that track. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, let's check this out before we hop into the game. Oh, captions. Let me turn on my captions real quick, and then we'll bump this track. All right. Okay, yeah. I do remember hearing this. Maybe not this exact version, but this version of the song. Damn, Insane in the Rain really took some liberties here, but I ain't mad at it. It's the main theme. When you boot up the game, you hear the remix version. That's why it sounds so familiar, yeah. Yeah, this is hype. Top tier comment right there. This game has two buttons. They are labeled Ghost and Trick respectively. When the ghost objects to the testimony. Yeah, this is dope. Yeah, okay. That's pretty hype. Now we'll hear the remixed version in a moment. Definitely feels kind of like almost racing music-esque. Like big, like Frisian energy where, yeah. Let's see. Funny enough, DS OST for Miles Investigation give the racing music vibes to me. That's funny. Interesting. Well, we'll hear that soon enough. Well, it probably won't be the OST version. Oh, good catch. Good catch. These have been the same so far. I forgot that I had to manual save and dip. That's right. We were in the middle of a puzzle. Okay. So, we need to convince him somehow to stop the execution, which means we probably need to go to where the kidnappers are. The puzzles yesterday were pretty tough. They were fun, don't get me wrong. This is not a complaint by any means, but they were pretty tough. They were very challenging. I really should pay the kidnappers' hideout a visit. After all, if we want the Justice Minister to come around, we have to solve this problem first. I feel like I'm slowly moving away from my own mystery, but I'm not the kind of guy who can abandon a little lady in trouble. So I guess I'm in this for a little while longer. Can you increase the... Oh, yeah. I turned it down a second ago. My bad. When I was playing the song. It's on the lower side. I'd say, yeah. I turned it down and forgot to turn it back up when I booted the game. That's my bad. Oh, yeah, game is getting harder now. Definitely. But I am here for the challenge. How's that for volume? That better? It should be. I usually shoot for like just about -18 decibel. Yeah, let me know if it's still too quiet. Much better. Cool, cool. Oh. It was literally the end. Damn. That's so funny. I literally told you were right at the end yesterday. Yeah, I see that now. Yeah, damn. Oh well, I had to go anyway. I didn't, so I didn't spend too much time thinking about it. But damn, that's funny as fuck. Oh man, the Justice Minister's daughter has been abducted. The kidnappers demand the execution of death row prisoner Zhao to be carried out tonight. Lin says the execution is a mistake, and I believe her. So I'm paying the kidnappers' hideout a visit to see what I can find out about the abduction. What took you so long?
Your instinct was right, my beauty, my dear. They had that restaurant surrounded. It took me forever to shake them, and now my poor bike is ready for the scrap heap.
Next time, maybe you should make it a tricycle so you don't hurt yourself.
Ouch. That hurts, beauty. But that's okay. That's what I love about you.
Happy birthday to you. Be a little more gentle with our valuable hostage, please. Damn, she was in there all the way back then even. You know, I honestly thought that might be where they were keeping her, but I didn't expect them to have had her kidnapped already at that scene earlier. That's interesting.
Yes, yes. Always keep a smile on lady's face, right, my dear? There, see, beauty? Now there's a smile blooming on your face too, my dear.
Yes, a wry smile. I'm going out for a breath of fresh air. You're on guard duty.
All right, I'll dream of your return until you return. I'll dream of you until you return.
Why don't you open the trunk for our guest? Damn, what the fuck? Sorry, I'm getting like absolutely ass blasted with spam right now. But you're probably not seeing it because I have a bot that moderates it, but I don't know what's going on. Guess a fresh batch of bots must have been activated today.
I will, beauty. I was just taking a little breather. All right, little lady. Let me open that trunk for you.
Oh no, did he forget the key? Oh no, he fell asleep.
Beauty.
It looks like the Justice Minister's daughter really has been kidnapped. And something else is bothering me too. I don't think I've ever been to this room before. Something about it is giving me a strange sense of deja vu. I've seen something like this before. Trick time! Taking something so precious to manipulate others. So that's what kidnapping is. The dirty tricks those without the powers of the dead come up with. However, if I take that precious thing back, their power vanishes, doesn't it? It does. Now then, time to see how the Justice Minister's little girl is doing before this guy wakes up from his dream of beauty. Let's open the door. Okay, so we're gonna have to knock something this way. Burn brighter. Whenever I possess a door like this, for some reason I get the urge to send something flying with it. These ghost tricks are kind of addictive. Okay, burn brighter. This might be a one-time thing. Oh boy, oh boy. Okay, okay. Oh, I can swing. Okay. Swing, swing, swing from the tabletop. My heart is forced by a love. Oh! Okay then. Spin faster. Aha! There we go. Yes, I saw that. I'd say you're finishing this game next week. You're like 70% there. Yeah, it'll probably be a next week thing, which that's fine, you know, stuff happens. This ended up being a hectic week for me, you know? Life happens. But I'm enjoying it, so that's cool with me. I get to play it for a little bit longer, you know? It's a win-win. Oh, wrong way. There we go. Yeah. Ball that rolls off a table. Something like, I've already seen something like this already. I wonder if this ball does anything. Okay, so we'll have to go this way, I think, to get back. And Miles' investigation right after. I should mention, I'll probably won't keep up with those streams as I plan to replay Miles games myself, but I will catch the first 2 cases with you. Yeah, no worries at all. I'm always just happy to have folks here when they can be or want to be, you know? But I definitely get that. You don't want to spoil the experience too much for yourself. So that's all good. We'll have some of the regular crew here otherwise, and we'll see you when you get back from your playthrough of the game. But yeah, no biggie. This shelf is suspended by very thin cords. They look like they're about to break. I bet it'd be quite a spectacle if it fell. Something can break, it kind of makes me want to break it. Okay. So not this way. Oh, we can make it to this. Darn. I can't reach my destination from here. It's all good. I got you, bro. Oh, maybe not. Alright, so let's go back up. I will be back for mainline games. I'm basically at the end of Ace Attorney 5 replay. Should be done with 6 by the time you get to Apollo Justice. Sick. Yeah. And like I said, no worries. You know, I always hate when streamers try to like pressure people into watching, and it's not even like I'm some hotshot streamer anyway. So I'm just stoked to have people here when they want to be. So enjoy your gameplay, and I'll see you, you know, after. But I mean, I guess you're not going anywhere right now, but yeah, you get my point. I think I need to start over. I don't know if I can. Oh, I can move this. Here we go. What's this do? Interesting. This is one of those things you light with fire, isn't it? As long as there's light in the room, is something like this really necessary? But if something can be lit, it kind of makes me want to light it. I need another core to reach the trunk and open it. I wonder if I can create a new core. Interesting. Oh. Okay. Whoops. Can I rock this now? Okay, so it's not gonna just break on its own. Can I move it more? No. So it only moves that way. Let me see. Options. Nope. feel like I've soft locked myself. Oh wait, do I just need to wait? There we go. I was being a dumb. Alright. Oh, I think I've soft locked myself. No, I just don't have patience. Oh, damn. Alright, so we moved that. Damn, missed it. So what does that do for me? Oh, okay, here we go. So the ball's down there, so that gives us another point. So let's go this way. Here. Ooh, okay. So this only goes up momentarily. Oop. I was worried that I was gonna wake him up. Just my imagination. That's all he has to say? What an amazingly simple fellow. This room, on the other hand, is starting to look amazingly festive. The question is, how can I use it to my advantage? Must have been the wind. Okay. Just my okay, yes. If he was any more laid back, he'd fall right off that crate. Look at that streamer go spinning round and round. Now, how can I make use of that? That's a great question. I assume it has to do with this. Let's see. Okay, maybe I need to get back to the fan and make that spin faster. Also, do I need to move the sconce back? Let's start with the fan, because I feel more confident about making the move on the fan. Alright, so spin this faster and see what this does. There we go. Bam. Okay. So we gotta do something, but I'm not sure exactly what. Can't manipulate the ball. Let's see. That doesn't really seem to affect anything. This, because I feel like I got to get the ball on the streamer, and that is going to knock over something else. I'm just not entirely sure on the chain of events here, but let's see if I can make this burn brighter and this spin faster, and maybe it'll catch fire. Aha! Now we're getting somewhere. Now we're thinking with portals. Where did the little fireball go? Actually, where did it go? Oh, right, it lit the candle there. Oh, I get it now. Yes. Now it's all coming together. Damn, these puzzles are so satisfying. Nice. She just chilling. The aura. What in the? What's going on here? This little lady is... Is this little lady really a daughter of the Justice Minister? I think not. I think they got the wrong one. Slightly unrelated, but you should have more rewards for points. I'm only saying this because I have 50k with not much to do. Not sure about the rewards, but I'm sure you could think of something. Maybe game suggestions? Maybe. Yeah, I'm not really sure what to do with them either. But I have been trying to think of stuff that's like more interactive throughout the duration of stream. But yeah, game suggestions maybe, though I kind of just play what I want to play, so I don't necessarily, I'm not super geeked on the idea of that, to be honest. Because I'm hella picky about games, to be honest. But like, I do agree, I need something more with it, but I'm not sure exactly what. A lot of this stuff, I look at some of the tools that they have, and like, I don't know, it seems just kind of gimmicky, like something that might be fun for someone to do once, and they're like, all right, I did it, I'm bored of that. So, yeah, I'm definitely thinking of that, because people be racking up hella rewards and don't really have anything to do with them. Maybe I should just make shit more expensive. I don't know. But yeah, I agree. I need to figure out something with them. What's with the fun and book juice?
Like I said, I always keep a smile on a lady's face. I wanted to treat our guest well.
How about treating me well? I'd like some bread and milk, please.
At your service, my dear. Be back in a flash.
Not the inflation hitting Twitch points. Nah, I don't think that's the solution. I was just throwing it out there. Mostly as a joke. Hey, mister.
Yes, cute little lady. More juice, perhaps? All you have to do is ask.
But yeah, I think it's some of the ideas that I've had would work if we had a larger community. And that's certainly not me complaining about the size of my community, but more so just like, if you had like, you know, more people active in chat at one time, you could utilize that audience of people to create cross interactions and things like that using the points. Like there's little like mini games you can incorporate into chat and stuff like that, but they just don't really like work at the size of my audience. But yeah, that's something I've been thinking about. I'm gonna probably be thinking about more now. So thank you for pointing that out. Have I been kidnapped?
Don't cry, little dear. There's nothing to be afraid of.
Hey, cheers. Stay hydrated, folks. That's true. You could make me take 466 sips of water. I would be very hydrated.
The surroundings are miserable and filthy, I know. But we just ask for a little patience.
Don't say those awful things about this house. This house is where I used to live. Oh.
Oh, what?
That's quite the coincidence.
I apologize, little lady. I'm the one who's miserable and filthy. Forgive me. What's the meaning of this, Beauty? Why here, at this girl's old house?
Don't ask me. It was the other party in our deal who chose this location.
Oh, I see.
It's been empty for 5 years, and apparently nobody ever comes here. But never mind that. What about my bread and milk?
Oh, of course. Now, you be a good girl while I'm gone.
You just read your book and drink your juice. I want to go home. Not quite yet. Interesting. This dilapidated place was Camilla's old house? What's going on here? What in the world? Why does the little lady have a core of the dead? When I helped her out at Lynn's apartment, she didn't have one. So that must mean she must have died sometime after that. And it also means somebody else must have saved her. Very interesting. I'd better ask her what happened. Who's there? Oh, wait a minute. Is that you, Missile? Missile? There might be other ghost tricksters. It seems so. It does seem that way. I'm sorry, I'm not Missile. My name's Cecil. Cecil? My name is Camilla. Camilla, so it is her. I knew it. What happened to me? What is this place? I can hardly tell the poor little thing this. This is the land of the dead. The land of the dead? Does that mean I'm dead? Darn, I forgot there are no secrets in the ghost world. You can relax, you're not dead. But this isn't the first time you've been here, apparently. Really? I don't remember. Wait a minute. Maybe I do remember. Sort of. You do? It looks like she doesn't remember being saved very well. So, there's some other dead person out there with special powers, eh? Anyway, I don't want to press her if she doesn't remember dying. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions about something else? Sure, go ahead, sissy. Sissy, eh? That's hilarious. Lynn asked me to do something for her tonight. I know about that part. She asked you to go to the Chicken Kitchen on Dead End Drive, right? Yeah, but I never got there. You know what? I had an idea. What if I make game requests like 50,000 or something crazy? Because I don't really want to take game requests, but if someone has watched long enough to accrue something like 50,000 points and they want to request a game, I will absolutely hear that out and entertain it. You know what I mean? Like, maybe that... I'm still mulling over what you said in the back of my mind, if you can't tell. Now I wish I could say I'm sorry to her. I never should have gone through that park. What park? Temsic Park. It's a shortcut to Dead End Drive. I do have 50k almost. Hey, I could do that. Yeah. Because like I was thinking like I would just like let you, like for example, you could just like ask for a game and I'd probably at least consider it, like seriously. So I guess like functionally I could like just formalize that by making it some like absurd amount. It's not a terrible idea, though I still want something that's more engaging for people, but I think I might do that. That's how you got to play Ace Attorney, if I remember right. I think so. I think somebody suggested it to me and I checked it out. So I'm not like, yeah, like I'm not super hardcore anti suggestions, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna play what I want to play. You know what I mean? Pretty sure that somebody was me. Lol. That checks out. Is that where the kidnappers grabbed you? Yeah. Lynn always said, I don't like that park. Scary things happen there. Temsic Park, eh? What am I gonna do? Lynn's gonna be mad. She is? How come? Because I left it there. The music box in the park. Uh-oh. We need that music box. That's right. The music box. That music box was hidden in the apartment. I finally found it with a little bit of luck and courage. Guess where it was? I don't know. Where? I'll pretend I don't know. She can still read that. You know. You don't have to humor me. Oops. So, what happened to the music box? I hid it in the bushes at the park, just before it happened. Just before? Oh, just before you were kidnapped, huh? I didn't want that bad man to take it, so I hid it. Smart kid. I bet it's still there in the park. You did well. So the music box is in the park. I better let Lynn know. This is your old house? Yep. This is where I lived until 5 years ago. But now I live with Lynn and Missile. Lynn is like a big sister to you, isn't she? Yep. She's a detective, you know. She's a hero. She is, huh? By the way, about your father. Is he the Justice Minister? My father is gone. Gone? Maybe he passed away. No, that's not it. My dad, he's going to die. And it's all because of me. Oh, what? What do you mean because of me? Why would you say that? It's called an execution. My dad is a detective. Damn, so her dad is Jowd. No way. Don't tell me your father is Detective Jowd. That's right. What in the world? 5 years ago, something really bad happened. Like a scary dream. But it wasn't a dream. 5 years ago. That murder case. Oh boy. Now we're really getting into the meat and potatoes of the story. It was Mom's birthday that day. And my mom and dad were working. I was home by myself. And I had an idea. I was gonna surprise my mom. I set up that contraption. Oh no. I'm home, Camilla. Why is it dark? Oh no. Oh my god. That's so sad. Oh my god. Wow. That got really fucking dark. Yeah, it did. Damn. I still can't believe it happened. It wasn't supposed to work like that. I know that contraption. And I know how it was supposed to work. Party poppers and a cake. A birthday message. Jowd getting executing for something he didn't do. All to protect his daughter. Like, I knew this dude was a Chad, but goddamn. The cojones on that guy. Damn. Damn, that's heavy. What a fucking awesome dude. Hell of a dad. Damn. Damn. That's rough, to say the least. No one can be a bad person with the gumshoe coat. Facts. That's truth right there. My dad told me not to tell anybody. Just leave it to me, he said. wanted to be executed. He asked them for it. But I wanted to tell everyone it was my fault. My dad said what I saw was a bad dream. He told me to forget it. This is all so unbelievably tragic. Yeah, for real. I can't believe it. This little lady is Detective Jowd's daughter? Ooh. I just can't tell her. I can't tell her why she was kidnapped. Why was I kidnapped? I want to know. Oops. Yeah. There are no secrets in the ghost world. Maybe we better stop talking. It's too dangerous. Sissy, you're not gonna talk to me anymore? I think we'd better get you out of here first. We can talk more after that. Okay, but I'm gonna rescue you now. You just hold on a little longer, all right? Okay, we'll talk later, right? Don't you forget, you promised, Sissy. What took you so long?
I traveled the entire town in search of the finest bread and milk for you, my dear. But it's late and all the shops are closed.
We're leaving this place right now.
What? But he's not here yet. If we couldn't meet at the restaurant, weren't we supposed to meet here?
Yes, and he's the one who chose this location. Bread and milk is such a struggle meal. I'm curious why those two. It's a good question. Yeah. Great question. It is a struggle meal though, for real. True classic.
I don't like this one bit. We have to run around doing all this extra work, all for the sake of his deal.
Be quiet. It can't be helped. This place is too dangerous. I told you, my sixth sense is very strong.
All right, as you wish, beauty.
I feel it. I sense something here, in this room. Is somebody there? Can you hear me? Is she talking to me? I can sense your presence, you know. The next time I sense you, this child will die. Remember that. All right, we're leaving.
Pardon me, little lady.
Oh no, her book. All of a sudden, I'm left behind alone. Alone in the room that stole that little lady's smile away 5 years ago. The little lady's gone now, leaving me with only a few new facts. A few very heavy, very sad facts. Does Lynn know about all this? It's a good question. I would assume so, but maybe not. One other thing stands out in my mind. I can sense your presence. The sum of that kidnapper's final words. Do those two know? Do the kidnappers know about the powers of the dead? Partially, I'd imagine seeing she wanted to prove Jowd innocent. Yeah, I could see that for sure. Like, It's such a messy situation. I could see her wanting to prove he's innocent because she doesn't know, but I could also see her wanting to prove him innocent because she does know. It's jeez. Yeah, what a mess. It looks like the kidnappers made a big mistake. The girl in the trunk was Detective Jowd's daughter, Camilla, not the minister's daughter. When I got back to the Justice Minister's office, things were getting even more out of hand. The devastated man was being grilled by the fiery detective lady. I told Lynn what I had found out about the kidnapping, and it wasn't the Justice Minister's daughter who had been abducted. We're getting close to the Cecil disappearing too. Every chapter we're getting closer to death. Yeah, it's pretty wild. I was looking at that, and it's like close to 1 a.m. now. Tick-tock, Cecil. That the kidnappers have been holed up in Camilla's old house, and that they sensed my presence and were already gone. But Camilla, why do they have Camilla? I imagine the deadline is dawn. Yeah, like sunrise. Her father isn't the stupid old Justice Minister? I think the stupid old part is a little uncalled for. It looks like the kidnappers made a mistake somehow. Poor girl, kidnapped for the ransom of her own father's execution. Excuse me. It's just too much. It's a cruel twist of fate, I agree. And then there are those other twists too. Like the kidnappers winding up in and using Camilla's old house as their hideout. There's no way it could be just a coincidence. And them sensing my presence. They seem to know about the powers of the dead. I just don't understand any of it.
I told you before, Detective. I want you to stand back.
Who cares about distance at a time like this? Look, Mr. Minister, it wasn't your daughter that was kidnapped. Don't try to pretend you didn't hear what you didn't hear what we were saying.
How can I believe in you? I'm a realist.
Please, if you don't believe what we say, see for yourself. Just call home and...
I tried calling 100 times. My wife won't answer.
She won't?
It's complicated. Oh, why does life have to be such a complicated thing?
But if she doesn't answer, doesn't that mean everything's normal?
It doesn't prove it. And I'm being watched. I can't have the police go check for me. Besides, if the execution isn't carried out tonight, the hostage will be killed. What difference does it make that it's not my daughter?
Woo-wee, that's quite a pickle, Mr. Minister. Quite a pickle. Miss me, baby? Inspector Cabanela? I have a little report for you, Mr. Minister. The escaped prisoner has been apprehended. Thought you might like to see him, so here he is. Detective Jowd? Detective Jowd, I'm so sorry. I tried. I know that you're innocent. I just can't prove it. I'm so sorry.
Lynn, please, don't apologize to me.
Ah, the beautiful love between a teacher and student. It brings a tear to my eye. Trick time, trick time, trick time. You knew, didn't you, Inspector Cabanela, that the execution was tonight? I don't believe I had any obligation to tell you. And you're fine with this? I mean, you know as well as I do. Detective Jowd could never have done such a thing. Oh, come on now, baby. I know no such thing. Huh? I know two things to be true, and two things only. One, he was given the death penalty, and two, he tried to escape. What else could I do but haul him in, baby? If that's the case, why did you bring him here? Whatever do you mean, young lady? He escaped from prison, right? So why didn't you just take him back to the prison? I think you only brought him here to brag about your accomplishment. Isn't that right, Inspector? For your own selfish reasons? Yeah, I don't think anyone's surprised to find out that this dude's a self-absorbed dickhead. So were all those rumors about you true? That the only thing you care about is a spotless record? Is that more important to you than saving a friend? Everybody has certain principles they can't go back on, including me. My principles are not having any principles. You'll understand that someday, baby. That's enough, Lynn. But Detective Jowd... I'm a death row inmate who escaped from prison. This is how it should be. Not saying anything, but this inspector guy sure is around a lot of place that ties back to the mystery. Oh, for sure. Yeah, this guy's definitely in on it, I think. But... Bum-bum. 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 Let's see. I don't think I need to talk to Lynn. Hello? There we go. Maybe him? So, Mr. Ghost, we meet again. I hear something happened. Something about a kidnapping. Some kidnappers are saying they abducted the Justice Minister's daughter. That's terrible. What's their demand? The carrying out of your execution. Tonight. I had no idea I was so hated. But the minister doesn't have to worry. I die and it's all over. Very simple. It's not that simple. Why not? Because it isn't really the minister's daughter who got kidnapped. It's Camilla. What? Camilla? I checked it out for myself. I'm positive. No, it can't be. And by the way, Camilla told me something interesting. She said the one who killed her mother 5 years ago was Camilla herself. What? What are you talking about? Don't listen to him. I'm the one who shot her. I'm the one who shot Alma. And when I'm executed tonight, that'll be the end of it. Camilla won't have to suffer anymore after that, after tonight. For a capable detective, you say some incredibly misguided things. You dying isn't going to end that girl's suffering. It'll just bring new suffering into her life. The only person's pain this execution is going to ease is yours. True. Is it true? What Camilla said? Why don't you tell us what you know? To be honest, I still don't understand what happened that day. It was my wife's, Alma's, birthday. We came home from work and she went in first. I looked for the shooter, but there was nobody to be found. There was nobody there besides Alma and Camilla, just the two of them. So the little lady's mother died right in front of her. Oh my, that's so horrible. Camilla told me about it. She was crying. She said the contraption she made did something it wasn't supposed to do. Made an impossible move. An impossible move? Interesting. An evil ghostie is afoot. It's been 5 years since then. I stopped thinking about it. I shot Alma. There's no other explanation. That's what I'd convinced everyone of. Even me. But tonight, you showed up and gave me an explanation I never would have thought of before. The powers of the dead, right? Excuse me. That day in that room, powers that I didn't understand were at work. And if that's the case, it clears up all the mysteries. Maybe not all. There are a couple of other people who know about those powers. Somebody there? Can you hear me? I can sense your presence, you know. The kidnappers who abducted Camilla knew about those powers. This is no ordinary kidnapping. It looks like my wife's case isn't coming to an end after all. I'm the only one who thought it was. Detective Jowd? There's still time before dawn. A little, anyway. How about you see this case through to the end before you die? Also, this track is so hype right now. Camilla was a quiet little girl, but she was good with her hands. She was a little genius at making elaborate toys and contraptions. But there were two very strange points about that contraption. The first was, of course, the firing of that gun. Right. That was an antique gun I'd had on display for years. So it wasn't part of the little lady's original design. Of course it wasn't. It was supposed to be a birthday surprise for her mother's birthday. And the other strange point was the movement of that Cupid. Yeah, so is it the commissioner? What's his name? The pigeon guy. Because that's the exact same contraption that he set up in his lab. Like, literally down to the cake. It was supposed to shoot its arrow without turning around. Somebody made a change to the contraption's design and then manipulated it. I don't know what to say. I didn't have time to think things through then. All I knew was I had to protect Camilla. I made a small adjustment to the scene and turned myself in. So this is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that Inspector Elvis and Pigeon Head are involved in this somehow. And that's why they set up Lynn with my murder to try to clean up their mess. Because she was looking into it and they were worried that she was going to bust them. That's my current theory. What kind of adjustment? The gun, of course. Not a bad theory, yeah. I don't think it completely encompasses everything, but that's how it's starting to look, at least, so far. The gun, eh? Come to think of it. There was no gun there, just a picture hanging on the wall. Of course not, because I secretly switched the gun out of that frame with the picture. I didn't believe what she told me about her contraption. But one thing was for certain. That gun was still smoking. So that gun really did shoot Alma? I hid the gun before I went to the police. You hid it? I put it in a wooden box and gave it to a certain detective. What? You mean? And that detective still thinks it's a music box. That's what was in the box, huh? I got a different murder weapon ready to give to the police. My own pistol. And I did a few other things to make it look good. I won't go into details. When I was all done, I turned myself in. Damn. Detective Jowd, is what you told us just now true? Yes, of course. In that case, there's still time.
Still time.
Time to solve the case that started 5 years ago. You didn't do it, Detective Jowd. And of course, little Camilla didn't do it either. So the true perpetrator is still out there. And I'm gonna prove it. For Camilla's sake.
That sounds wonderful.
Hell yeah! Let's go! Thank you, Detective Jowd.
Lynn, where is that music box now?
In Temsic Park. Camilla left it there.
That gun is important evidence. You better go pick it up.
Yes, sir. I'll go right now. Cecil, take care of Detective Jowd. And do something about the kidnapping so we can get the minister on our side.
And yet again, I say, easy enough for you to say, I have to deal with the ad break that's going to start in like 30 seconds.
Here comes the ad break for the first time today, y'all. I'll see you in a few minutes. Hang tight. I appreciate y'all. And like I said, I'll see you in a couple minutes. Then we'll be free for an hour.
What's going on? Deal me the deal, Mr. Death Row inmate. A little change in plans. My daughter has been kidnapped. I can't just go off to die without doing something. But you're in our custody, don't you forget. Back at the prison, everybody's waiting for you with a special seat just for you, baby. Then I guess we'd better prove my innocence on the double. On the double, is it? You sound so determined, my old friend. I want to save Camilla, in more ways than one. And that's all there is to it. I see, my old friend, in more ways than one. What say you, Mr. Minister? May we have your decision? Should the execution be carried out tonight as planned? Or should we hold off and wait for this important evidence to come in? The order still stands. Bring the prisoner back immediately and resume its enforcement. As you wish, Your Excellency. Please, don't bow to me. And especially not that low. In that case, can I have one of your boys arrange a prison van to pick him up? Would you be so kind? Yes, sir. The van should take about 10 minutes, I'm guessing. Your escape tonight was brilliant. Will you show me another miracle in these last few minutes of yours, Mr. Death Row inmate? Alright. I'm glad to see Detective Jowd all fired up now. I feel like I'm under the gun here. Even if Lynn does come through with the proof of Jowd's innocence, it'll be meaningless if Jowd or Camilla dies. I've got to do something about that kidnapping, somehow. Maybe I should ask for some advice from the capable detective here. Fair enough, let's see what he has to say. Most likely the minister won't stop the execution. Not as long as there's any small chance his daughter is the one who was kidnapped. But she isn't the one, I'm sure of it. Well, it would be great if we could prove that to the minister. Prove it? How? I doubt his wife is ever going to answer that phone if we call from here. If we call from here, right? But a telephone works in both directions. What are you saying? What I'm saying is only family members can solve a family problem. Hey, Mr. Ghost. Yes? I have to admit, I don't like depending on others. But you're the only one who can change this situation. Gee, detective. For these past 5 years, Camilla is the only thing that kept me going. I can't go meekly to the chair now.
I hate to ask this, but would you mind saving me? I'll try. The key to getting the Justice Minister to stop the execution is his wife and daughter. But is there a way? Alright, so I think we gotta go over to their place and try to get them to call. No. There we go. Yes. So let's go here. Just as I thought. This little girl is safe in her bed. Whoa. Murder, execution, jailbreak, betrayal, and now kidnapping. This last link in the long chain of a sad fate lit a fire in Zhao's heart. And the chance to turn it all around is right here in this room. I'm getting a strange premonition. Everything that happened so far tonight is related back to me in some way. And I bet this mistake-ridden abduction does too. Nice, nice. Chapter 13, 12:51 a.m. I visited the novelist's apartment again. I'm hoping to be able to do something about this mistaken identity kidnapping. As long as there's any possibility that it could be his own daughters who was kidnapped, I doubt the Justice Minister will call off the execution tonight. Indeed. Oh, excuse me. The key to dispelling the minister's doubts is now in bed coughing, and I need to use this key before that prison van arrives to pick up our death row inmates. Just one sec. All right. My darling angel. Oh, just listen to that cough. You naughty thing. Did you leave your nice warm bed to go out into the night and play? A daughter after my own heart. But I must confess, I didn't even notice you were gone.
I didn't go out to play. I went to Papa. I went to buy Papa a birthday present.
See.
He said he wanted a new lighter.
But that's no reason to go out this late at night.
But my fever finally went down. I could barely move before that.
But look what it brought you. Your fever is worse now than ever. Here's to the feverish passion of my darling angel.
Mama,
Yes, darling.
let's call Papa and wish him a happy birthday, even though it's already past midnight.
Not tonight, Amelie.
I hate you.
Poor kid. It looks like this little girl was safe all along. I already knew that, but I'm still relieved all the same. There's another lucky development, too. Amelie wants to call her father. Now if I could just make use of that feeling somehow, that would surely bring the Justice Minister around.
The phone.
Amelie, I told you couldn't call him tonight.
Why not?
Listen to me, Amelie. Your father is about to make a big mistake. I want him to reconsider.
What do you know about it, Mama? He's the one who's the justice minister, you know? All you do is write weird novels.
Damn. What do you mean? Weird? How dare you disparage my romantic expressions? Now you really made me angry. You really have. How do you expect me to forgive such an insult? Ah, shit.
I hate you.
Damn. There. I'll be keeping an eye on you now, so you won't do anything else mischievous. Like calling your father.
I hate you.
I can hear you, you know.
Good.
Oh, what a pair. I don't know what this family's issues are, but I do know I have to do something about this lady so Amelie can call. I better not put out the lamp right now. It'll only pour oil on the flames of anger in this lady's heart. If I want to give Amelie a chance to use the telephone, I have to think of a way to keep her mother out of the way. Oh, actually, I have an idea. Hold up. Oh, there's a lot that we can mess with in here. Okay.
Mama, what is Papa about to do?
Never mind. Nothing you need to know right now, Amelie.
Why is everything always such a big secret? I'm part of this family too, you know?
It's not something for children's ears. You'll understand someday.
I don't want to know someday. I want to know now. It's not fair. You just don't want to tell me. I just want to wish Papa a happy birthday.
Not tonight. If it was up to me, I'd let her call him. The lady's dictionary. Wasn't this on her desk before? Poor thing, destined to never be returned to the bookshelves. Okay. So we gotta find a way. Well, well, having a good time, are we, little rodent? Sweet dreams. Damn. Did you fancy the vintage, my whiskered friend? Vicious. Let's see what this is. She's more powerful than I thought. Yeah, she fucked that lamp up. It looks like she tipped the wall candelabra to one side, too. The angle of those candles. This lady's gonna kill someone with that bottle. Yeah. For real. For real. I get the feeling I've seen something very similar to that quite recently. So we gotta light those candles somehow. Which means we need to get something that's on fire on here. Swing it harder. But what? Let's see. How to... Oh, shit! Oh, heavens! A blackout at a critical time like this! Of course, dim light suits my story of love very well, but a rat did die because of me. I feel bad. I expected it to, like, move it to the next side so it could scurry to that other trapdoor. Damn. Rest in peace, little guy. I myself am not very fond of the dark. Poor little rat dude. This chandelier just narrowly missed the back of my head. I love the thrill of romance, but I don't need these kinds of thrills, thank you. Ew. You gonna keep drinking that now? Okay, so there's our flame. Ah, what a wonderful atmosphere. Perfect for the clandestine meeting in the dusky twilights. Okay. What a naughty chandelier! Wait. We're not about to take her out, are we? I don't exactly know how this situation came about, but I think I owe that rat an apology, yeah, for real. The rat seems to be unconscious. Oh, he's not dead, he's unconscious. That'd be one hell of a twist, Lamau. I'm like, are we supposed to drop the chandelier on her? But now that the room has changed into this, maybe I can use it somehow. Let's see. So I can't get over there. Let's see. We're committing the murders now. Yeah, exactly. Oh, I just realized her hair is a rose. That's cool. Damn, she got the reflexes. All right. Well, that answers that question. Now we know. This lady's surprisingly quick. She dodged that thing like a pro. I guess I better get serious here. Sorry, I only have one mode of operation, and that is unfortunately deeply unserious mode. Is it insolence or insulation? Whatever, I'll look it up tomorrow. Okay, so that didn't seem to do anything. And what would burning brighter do down there? I don't think much. Unless we do this. Of course, this is metal though, so I don't think it's gonna catch fire. Also, that's not gonna reach. Let's go back to the other side of the room. Maybe burn brighter when it goes down? Maybe, yeah. Let's see. Because we need to get something on this pendulum that's flammable. We need to get it swinging to hit these. And we need it to be able to reach this. So we're gonna need a projectile. The question is, what? Right, because she immediately lifts it back up. So we can't do anything with it while it's lowered. But what if I tell it to burn brighter and then lower it? Can't drop it then, right? Yeah. It seemed to cancel out the animation of burning brighter. Let's see, okay. Can't get there. Ladies Dictionary, yeah, okay. So let's venture over to the other side of the room. We're missing something. Wait, can I turn this again? I think she got to be in the middle of it when you drop it IMO. Oh, I see what you're getting at. Okay, okay, let's give that a shot. Okay, so we got to drop it to bring her over. Go here. Burn brighter. Okay, maybe the timing isn't quite right. Let's see. Let's try it again. She's got to be right in the middle. Aha! Good call. Eek. Amelie! Amelie, help me!
Mama! I'm sorry, Mama. I'm too dizzy. I can't get up. I'm afraid I can't help you right now.
Here's to the weakness of my darling angel. I love that she didn't get mad at her. That's so funny. That chandelier is on there tighter than her wedding band. She won't be able to escape on her own. Okay. Hold up, are we about to hoist her? That'd be so funny. Amazing. What? What is going on here? Amelie, look, do you see this? Help me, please.
Oh, sorry. I'm too sick. Can't get out of bed.
She must thinks there's demons in her house. Yeah, for real.
My head is spinning, so I guess I'll just have to stay up there spinning too.
Oh no. Looks like this lady won't be going anywhere for a while. Now the little girl can call her father. The only trouble is she can't reach it. Guess I'll just have to deliver it to her. Indeed. Right. Oh, that's right. The angle of those candles. I saw something very similar just recently, didn't I? You did. The question now becomes, how do we utilize this? Okay. Okay, so that's not the move. It can't be that we light her on fire. That'd be... As I'm saying, yeah. I mean, it might be. It feels like the only thing we can actually do. It just feels a little fucked up. We'll see. Oh, no. Oh, we got it. Okay. There we go. Okay. I was worried we were about to murder this woman. I was like, oh no, I don't know if I want to set it on fire. Ruin her entire house for real, for real. What in the world is going on here? She's not the nicest lady, but she don't deserve this.
Oh, goody. Excuse me a minute while I call Papa, okay, Mama? I'll only be a minute.
Oh my goodness. Don't you dare, Amelie! I won't have it!
Hello, Papa?
Oh. Amelie! Is that you?
Of course it is, silly. What did you think?
But I heard they said you were... No, never mind. It's nothing.
Silly old Papa. Happy birthday, Papa.
Birthday? All right, it was my birthday, wasn't it?
I'm sorry we couldn't celebrate tonight. Thanks to mean old Mama.
Oh, your mean old mama. I mean, your mother. What is she up to right now?
Well, she's certainly up all right. My stubborn mother is kind of tied up at the moment.
Get me down!
She needs to be taught a lesson for causing us so much trouble.
No, Amelie. I'm the one who was wrong.
Huh?
Could you tell your mother I'm sorry?
What do you have to be sorry about?
I was just about to make a terrible mistake. But it's all right now.
Oh, okay.
You're still young. There's a lot I can't tell you right now. The job of Justice Minister is very complicated, you see.
Okay.
But just remember, you're always the most important thing to your mother and me. Okay, so the ma was pissed at him over the execution because she thought it was wrong. Honestly, I can respect that. I can respect that. She said, hell no, you're killing that man? Doghouse. You're sleeping in the office. Did you do something naughty to your mother? If you did, I want you to apologize.
I don't think I did anything. But okay, I'll apologize.
That's a good girl.
Okay, Papa. Have a good night. I love you.
I love you too, Amelie. Good night, sweetheart. Yes, honestly, she's not even being unreasonable. Maybe not calling her dad is wrong, but it makes sense. Yeah, genuinely. That's why I was like, I wanted to wait to pass judgment on her until I knew why she was mad. Because completely valid treatment of him. Like, honestly, I respect it. It kind of gives me Debbie when actually, I'm not going to spoil it in case you're watching Invincible. But there's a scene in Invincible where Debbie had a real, like, yes, girl moment. And kind of given that a little bit.
Mama? I'm sorry.
My goodness. Why the sudden change?
I guess I was wrong about you. I didn't understand.
Oh, Amelie.
I thought all you ever did was write these weird novels.
That makes me a little sad.
Papa said the job of Justice Minister was complicated.
Yes, your father's job is very, very complicated and difficult. That's why I couldn't talk to you about most of it. Right, again, because like you can't explain the situation to her, because then she's gonna look at her dad like he's like a murderer, you know? Like, this is, yeah, I think the mom handled this really well, honestly. But you're right. I shouldn't treat you like such a little girl anymore. You're growing up after all.
And I promised to stop calling your novels weird and try actually reading them.
What? Oh, maybe you'd better wait until you're a little older for that. You know, this actually brings up a good point. Imagine like your mom is like a super accomplished author, you know, New York Times bestseller. And then you start to get old enough to do your own research and like, I wonder what kind of book she writes. And like, She wrote 50 Shades of Grey or some shit like that. So, Amelie, if you're feeling a little more charitable toward your old mama, do you think you could let me down now? Yeah, it'd be all over, man. Yeah. I'd be like, you do something else for work. I don't know what, but in my head, you have a new job now. Oh my god. I mean, shit, you'd be rich as fuck, but at what cost? Separating the art from the artist or something?
You know, I would love to do that, but I'm just feeling too dizzy and sick right now.
Oh no. Tonight, on this holiest of nights, my deadline. It looks like the only thing pressing on me will be the chandelier. Here's to Papa and Mama's darling angel. You know what? I like her now. Everyone getting character development. Yes, absolutely. Actually, huge fan of the mom now. She's really funny. Just hung up by a chandelier. Her daughter too frail to help and is conked out. She's like, well, here's to my darling angel. Oh, that's love. That's love right there. Oh, man. Woo. All of a sudden, everybody is getting along again. It's such an abrupt change. I can't understand it. Is this what family is all about? Basically. That whiskey must be good as hell, yeah. For real, for real. In any case, the situation has changed dramatically now. I just hope the mysteries of me can be cleared up as quickly as the furrows on the minister's brow. I don't know where Camilla is, but at least now the Justice Minister's doubts are dispelled. I think I'll go back to his office where everybody is waiting for the prison van. God, that's so funny. The minister's family now has their smiles and harmony back, but Camilla is still in the hands of the kidnappers. I decided to go back to the Justice Minister's office. Ooh, excuse me. Surprisingly, the minister's brow is still just as furrowed as ever. Quite unlike a father who has just learned his daughter is safe. He seems to still be in the depths of despair. The atmosphere in this room is very different now. It seems to have an air of unfocused anxiety. I get the feeling something big is going to happen. I just found out that my daughter is safe. I'd like to express my gratitude. Thank you. Thank you for my daughter's sake and for mine. No need to thank us, Mr. Minister. It was nothing. What did he do? Well, one question. I can't help but notice. Your daughter is safe. And yet you still look unhappy. How about a little smile for us? Ah! Of course. There's still the matter of the other kidnapping victim. But is that really the only thing that troubles you, Mr. Minister? Please, let me think in peace. Until the prison van arrives. Needs a little more convincing, huh? I wonder if Lynn is at the park yet. Until we get her report, I guess I'll just have to wait here. This continued distress of the ministers. Is there really something more to it, like the inspector in white said? Hello, Justice Minister. He's probably worried about the other kidnapped girl. That's what I would imagine as well. Like, he's glad his daughter is safe, but there's still a child in danger, even if it's not yours, you know? I think that's, even someone like me who, like, I am so child-free, you know? Like, people, like, show me pictures of babies and I have no reaction at all. Like, whatever instinct it is that makes people go, ooh, over babies, I don't have it. even I would be like, damn, but that other little girl, we gotta look out for the kid, you know? So I'm sure this man, who is a father, is heavily stressing it. I can only imagine. How about you finally admit I do exist? That thank you I expressed. That was meant for you. Oh. You're a ghost, aren't you? And you have the power to control and manipulate people, don't you? No. I don't have that kind of power. I can't control you. We've actually known, you know, for quite a while now. But I had no idea they were the powers of the dead, of ghosts. Known? Known about what? We knew about the existence of somebody who could control others. A manipulator. What's this? That's why your execution order caused me so much anguish, Detective Jowd. Mr. Minister, why don't you just tell us everything you know? Yes, I suppose I should. You need to hear it all. All about the huge mistake this foolish man made. Interesting. There are some cases in this country right now that are under a top-secret investigation. Of course, you wouldn't have known about them, Detective Jowd. Right. They don't share too much top-secret information with the inmates in prison. There are 3 prisoners, including you, in the special prison you just escaped from. All 3 have certain points in common. They do they? Tell us more. The rock singer who leaked national secrets in his lyrics during a TV broadcast. The curry-loving fellow who took the chief commissioner hostage at Metro Police Department. Neither of these men had a motive for their crime, and both of their crimes were impossible. Impossible. The curry lover had no way of knowing how to infiltrate the commissioner's office, and the rock singer had no way of knowing the national secrets he leaked. The Special Investigation Unit submitted an investigative report to me on them. They concluded that these men's criminal acts were not of their own volition. But how could that be? The theory the unit came up with was the existence of a manipulator. A manipulator, huh? That's when the special prison was established as a facility to research that theory. Yeah, I guess, because like if there's like major crime like that being committed fairly clearly by a supernatural mean, it's not like you can't just let the perpetrator go even if they didn't do it of their own volition, because then it's just going to keep happening and you're going to lose your only clue. Damn. I'm glad that psychics aren't real. And psychic powers aren't real. That would make life real complicated. Some unknown power has been at work. These past several years, Inspector Cabanela has been studying these cases. He has he? Manipulating somebody into committing a criminal act. Excuse me. According to the inspector, the first case of its kind was a locked room murder involving our nation's best detective. Are you trying to say I was manipulated somehow into shooting Alma? I appreciate the theory, but unfortunately, I don't recall being controlled by anybody. It's just not possible to manipulate another's behavior like that. My powers certainly don't work on living creatures. That's what I thought when I first heard the theory too. However, I was seriously mistaken, and it proved to be a big mistake. What? What's this mistake? You mentioned a mistake. Could you tell us about it? I suppose everybody here has the right to know. All right, fine. I'll speak out loud so that Inspector Cabanela can hear this too. Oh boy, we about to get a heavy lore drop. I can feel it. The back of his hairdo is wild. There's something I'd like the two of you to hear. It's about a mistake I made. Inspector Cabanela, when you first made that report about a manipulator, I'm afraid I didn't believe it at all possible. It at all. Impossible, I thought. Perfectly understandable, Mr. Minister. But I was wrong. That kind of power does exist. And I learned the truth of that firsthand. What's this? A month ago, I signed the order to carry out Detective Jowd's execution. However, that act wasn't of my own volition. I was being controlled. What? You never told me about this, Mr. Minister. Interesting. What's going on? This document. What am I doing? No! I mustn't sign it! Wait! Don't deliver that document! So, maybe we can't control living things, but someone appears to be able to. That's when it started. That's when all of my fear, despair, and suffering began. Oh, there we go. That's the right one. Now am I out of focus? Whoops. Alright, let me check a little bit. There we go. Sorry, I had to, I adjusted the wrong spot on my lens. I was trying to let in a little more light so it's not as dark. Now we're good. Alright, fear, despair, and suffering. At the time, I didn't even cross my mind that I had been manipulated. And my memory of the events was only hazy at best. So the memory of being manipulated doesn't clearly remain, eh? Signing the execution order is part of a justice minister's job. At the time, I just thought my psyche was rebelling against the task. But the next day, it dawned on me. I remembered Inspector Cabanella's report on the existence of a manipulator. As a minister of justice, I couldn't admit what had happened to me. I only signed the execution order because I was being controlled. If something like that got out, this nation's judicial system would crumble. Besides, I had no evidence to present that I had actually been controlled. So in the end, I couldn't admit to anybody what had happened. I suppose, but it sounds a bit like an excuse. You should have at least told us, Mr. Minister. Yes, I know. I should have. I was running away from the problem. And then my wife found out I was worried about something. Well, if you go around with an expression like that, I guess it's bound to happen. I explained it to her, and she was dead set against it the way I was handling it. If you don't withdraw that order and tell everyone the truth immediately, I'm moving out. Love seeing folks who stand on their business. She said, I don't give a fuck if you're the justice minister, my husband, whatever. You fucked up. And then, with the kidnapping tonight, with it thrust under my nose like that, I could no longer deny my mistake. Excuse me. This manipulator comes upon us from somewhere unseen. That's why I've been keeping my distance from everybody. So that's why you've been telling people to stay back. So there's somebody else besides me with the powers of the dead. I'm fine with that. After all, I already knew about a certain desk lamp. What I'm not fine with is the fact that that person can control and manipulate living creatures. That's certainly not something I can do. Indeed. Apparently, different ghosts get different ghost tricks. So it would seem. But I never imagined that tonight I would find out where this kind of power comes from. Where it comes from. Inspector Cabanela, this manipulator is a ghost, a departed spirit. A spirit? As a matter of fact, there's a ghost talking to us right now. What? What did you say? Child, don't tell me you can hear this ghost too. I'd say the only person who can't hear him is you. Spirit, ghost, gods in heaven. Excuse me, Mr. Minister. I suddenly have some urgent business to attend to. I recommend you think long and hard before making your final decision, sir. Inspector! Is that Lynn?
Yeah, this is Lynn. I'm at the park.
We've been waiting to hear from you. Have you found the evidence?
Well, the situation here it's kind of difficult to explain. Cecil, if you're there, come to the park immediately.
It looks like your help is needed, Cecil. Yeah, I guess so, huh? Okay. Oh, here we go.
Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum.
Link calls and I oblige. I take off towards Temsic Park, a place where clearly something big is taking place. The manipulator, the person whose very existence sheds new light on everything. Detective Jowd's crime, the execution orders, and even my own death. Could it be? Could Lynn have been manipulated into shooting me? Maybe. Actually, I didn't even think about that. Yeah. Let's see. All right, yeah, we got time for one more. Chapter 14. Temsic Park, the site of the little lady Camilla's abduction tonight, and the place where an important piece of evidence, the music box, was hidden. I wonder why our lady detective is looking so dejected. At least she isn't dead. What did she find? 14, there's only 19 left. Or 19, so yeah, very close now. Yeah, so we'll have the last few for maybe tomorrow, but probably Monday. So yeah, there's we got 5 left now, so that'll be good. We'll knock out this, and then it'll be the final 4. Finale is a little on the longer side, so yeah, I'd say Monday is suited better. Cool. Yeah, we'll save the last few for Monday, and then that'll be cool. I'm excited. I've been loving this. I'd love another game like this, honestly. Shutakami, I know you're watching. All right. Huh? What's he doing here? La 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 la. Oh, okay. The world will not end if the food delivery is a little late. A little late? It's already ice cold. Ah, almost. Nope. Need a bigger swing than that, buddy. Come on. There we go. Okay. Swing harder. Oh, no. That's hilarious. Got basketball, boots, leaflets. A love letter. Ooh. Okay, let's go back here. Ooh, I got this thing spinning pretty fast. Takumi was asked about it in 2023 when this game got remastered, and his words were, "Takumi, the story of Ghost Trick, Phantom Detective is completely told in a single game, so I think it would be difficult to create a sequel. However, the powers of the dead that this game introduces may hold some possibility." Yeah, exactly. Like, it doesn't need to be the same characters, but this gameplay loop is very satisfying. Like, you could set up a whole new mystery with whole new characters, or it doesn't even necessarily need to be a mystery. It could be a whole different kind of story. But I'd love to see something that uses these mechanics again. So maybe, sounds like there's hope. That'd be great. I didn't even put much effort into it. This is quite a bit of power and speed for a piece of playground equipment. I can just imagine all the poor kids who get sent flying all over the park. There we go. Okay. He also mentioned that a sequel would just not be as good as the first one. I feel him. Other devs always make a sequel regardless if it needs one. And he's like, I think Ghost Trick being a single game is fine. Yeah, honestly, I think I said that maybe sometime last week or something, but I really do think that more creatives should put their foot down and just be like, nah, I did what I set out to do. Story's over. I'm glad you want more, but that's it. I think that there is real value to that. So I respect it. If there's never another Ghost Story, so be it. But I'd love another game that uses these mechanics because it is really, really fun. Yeah, I saved that. I'll check that out later. Thank you for sharing the article. Oh, there you are, Cecil. From your dejected expression, I gather you didn't find what you were looking for.
Right. I can't find the music box anywhere. But I found something else instead. Something horrible.
Horrible? What is it?
A leaf?
Hey, Fishbone! Welcome back. Hope you're having a fantastic Friday. Happy to see you.
There in the grass. You'd better see for yourself.
Oh no. Uh-oh, who's dead now? It looks like a dead body.
I nearly died when I saw it. And I suppose now that we found it, we can't just leave it there, can we?
Nope, I suppose not. Oh, they're inside the mascot suit. They died in the mascot suit? That's rough. Stop the park from being turned into a housing site. Protect the park, the rock of the gods. You there. You're talking to me, aren't you? Does your community have Discord? Well, sort of. We're working on getting one going. We have it's not very active, but yes. Let me drop the link. Just one sec. Let's see. Here we go. Invite to serve. Here we go. All right, here, I'm dropping the link right now if you would like to join. Because, yeah, it'd be dope to get it to be a little bit more active. NSK joined recently, and get a little bit of community going. Yeah, of course, thank you for asking. Like I said, it'd be cool to get this a little bit more active and get the community a little more, tight-knit and integrated together. Because at the end of the day, that's what it's all about, right? Is building community. That's the reason I'm not just playing this by myself. So, yeah, thank you again. Appreciate it. And thank you so much for the gifted subs yesterday. That was so generous of you. You're talking to me, aren't you? Oop. Wrong thing clicked. I have some leaflets for you. Leaflets I know you'll be very interested in. I urge you to peruse it thoroughly, examine it in detail. Never mind that right now. Do you remember your name? My name? My name? What does my name matter when there are more important things to worry about? Okay. Come now, study these tracks with me, my brother. Come and learn about the Rock of the Gods with me. The night is no longer young. As a matter of fact, daybreak is approaching. But we are young. Look, I don't have time to get involved in your way of life. But I am interested in your way of death. So let's go back. Back to 4 minutes before your death. It's rewind time. We haven't done one of these puzzles in a minute, actually. Temsick Park. Oh, damn. All the way back at 825. And so I made up my mind. I resolved to live here in the park and defend it. Okay. Oh, right. Irish. Okay, and what does that have to do with... We just keep going to British. Not many people died in this stream. No. Not this time. Okay, and what does that have to do with this Rock of the Gods you mentioned? You still don't appear to understand. It is written quite clearly in the 4th leaflet in great detail. Excuse me, but I have to use the restroom. Irish. Not British, Irish. Eek! Oh, interesting. Okay. So he tried to stop the kidnapping, probably. Just hold on. I'll be right there.
I've located the target, Beauty. A girl of the right age coming out of the right apartment building at the right time. Yes, my dear. I'll ever so gently nab her and come right back to your side. Good evening, young lady. Won't you come with me?
Oh gods, what do I do? What should I do? I have to do something. Damn. Oh. Interesting. What in the world? What just happened? That's what I'm wondering. Oh, that's Mino. Mino the mascot, the symbol of Temsick Park. Forget about the name of that big creepy lump of concrete. I'm talking about the way it changed direction. Did you see that? Yes, I did. We witnessed it with our own eyes. The power of the rock gods. That was the power of the gods. The power of the gods saved that little girl. And then that same power very deliberately crushed you instead. Yes, precisely. That is called the mischief of the gods. Was it the mischief of the gods or was it a ghost trick? But nah, it couldn't have been a ghost trick. No ghost trick could change the direction of something that heavy midair. But wait a minute. What if there was someone with much greater powers than me? Yes. Could this be our manipulator, perhaps? Slightly unrelated, but talking about Discord, I wanted to show you this funny Edgeworth art I found earlier. Official 2. Oh, it looks like one of the memes I'm sure you've seen. It's my Discord profile pic. Hold up, let me pull this up so y'all can see it. Why he mogging so hard though? This is so... I think what makes this really funny is the fact that it's official artwork. That's beautiful. This is how I look at my comments every time I log into Threads, honestly. Oh, what a vibe. All right. Look at that. There's another flame besides mine. Ooh, so that's the flame of a god, is it? But hold on. Your spirit is a flame too, isn't it? Yeah, so? Pardon me, but is that the ad break I see about to start? It is in fact the ad break. I'll see y'all in a few minutes. Appreciate your support. We'll be free for the next hour after that. Are you a god? I sincerely doubt it. At the last minute, that big lump of concrete made a huge swing to one side. That was probably that flame's doing. Who could it be? I definitely believe it's either a god or somebody god-related. Maybe I better try talking to this person. What the? This person with the great power, with much greater powers than me. It's you?
Hey! Cecil!
Oh my, it's
Missile!
You look well for being dead.
Did you see? Did you see what I did? I did it. I tried really hard and I did it. I saved Miss Camilla.
Are you telling me I was done in by a puppy dog? Missile, what's going on? How did you get the powers of the dead?
I'm glad you asked. After Miss Camilla went out and you left.
Oh no. Did you do...
I worked like crazy to make my own path, and I did it!
Oh, okay.
And then I followed Miss Camilla out into the big, wide world. And then, here at this park, I found her at last. Yes, you guessed it. I barked. You bet I did. And I went running after her, too.
Damn. What an asshole.
And then I guess I died. And then I was unconscious for a little while. When I came to, it was all over. Poor Miss Camilla. Crushed under that big scary lump.
Oh, what have I done? I'm so sorry, little lady. Please forgive me.
Miss Camilla! I had to rescue Miss Camilla. It was up to me. I cried out from the depths of my heart.
Jail. Immediately. Kill the dog and the little girl. Jail. Absolutely.
And then... I can't tell you how surprised I was, but I bet you understand, right?
Better than probably anybody else could.
And I remembered what you did for me, how you saved me.
So, you went back, right? Back to 4 minutes before the little lady's death.
You bet I did.
Way to go, Missile. The goodest dog.
Yes, my dear. I'll ever so gently nab her and come right back to your side.
Now's my chance, I thought. I saw the core.
I don't know. This looks pretty far.
I stretched out my paw towards the core. Ooh, how I felt at that moment. I'd love for you to be able to feel it too. Go ahead, Cecil, and try it for yourself.
Whoa! I can't believe it. How could you connect over such a great distance?
Well, they don't call me Missile for nothing.
And so then you manipulated that Mino thing and threw it aside.
Right on top of my head. Well, no, actually.
Huh?
I can't manipulate things like you can, Cecil.
You can't? Then how did you? Missile actually stronger than Cecil. It looks like that way, yeah. That range was wild.
I didn't know what to do. Then I happened to see something out of the corner of my eyes. And it had a core too. A single leaf hanging from the tree. I tried reaching out to the leaf.
What in the world?
I can't manipulate things, but apparently I can swap them. As long as the two things have the same shape, that is.
Swap things with the same shape.
Go ahead and try. Press swap.
That's incredible. And so that's how you saved your mistress, is it?
And that's how I became caught up in this, is it? I'm very sorry.
The DS second screen shows the shapes. Oh, that's really cool. I love the DS concept of the second screen, honestly. I feel like the Wii U tried to like reintroduce that idea on like a console platform, but it just didn't quite translate. But I feel like there were so many DS games that used it so cleverly.
My powers were too meager.
Meager?
Because you see, I saw one more. I happened to notice even one more core. There was something with the exact same shapes stuck in the branches of a tree.
Hey, you're right. Mino could be swapped again with that.
Well, then the disaster wouldn't have to rain down on my head.
But what is that thing? It's too big to be a leaf. Is it a beehive?
Whatever it is, I'd much prefer it on my head than Mino.
Stupid fruit fly. So why didn't you swap them, Missile?
I couldn't. I can stretch out my paw a little further than you can, Cecil.
But not far enough.
This was just too far for me. I couldn't reach.
Blonk. I really like how they gave Missile different abilities instead of having the same thing. I agree. That's such a fun twist.
I must admit, it's a fascinating spectacle of a death, if I do say so myself. I kept retrying over and over, seeing if there was anything I could do.
I bet there's something you can do now.
Huh?
If we work together, you and me.
Cecil, you think so?
I don't plan on letting anybody die in front of me tonight. You think you could help me?
Of course! Naturally.
So we're going to drop that Mino thing in a different spot. Okay, let's try it. Let's go back again to 4 minutes before. So yeah, we need to figure out cute dog. Yes, we love Missile. The best dog. Hard agree. Oh, it's a football. Okay. All right, let's get started. So we need to move the football. 4 minutes from now, you'll swap Mino with the leaf. And then you have to swap Mino with something else. Something with the same shape.
Oh, I believe that's a rugby ball.
Okay, rugby ball, huh? But with the rugby ball where it is now, Missile can't reach it. So that means I have to move it closer somehow. Looks like you and I will have to work together on that one, Missile.
Okay, I'm ready. Whenever you want to use my swap trick, just press right trigger. That way you'll be able to control me. And then if you press right trigger,
control will come back to me.
Okay, let's try it. Together we can stop Mino from hurting anybody.
Alright, Missile. Your powers are the key this time.
Okay, I'm ready. I can swap anything that has the same shape. Just call on me if you want to find anything you want to try.
Probably best thing to do is just try a bunch of things and see how it goes. And if I see something we can swap, I should use right trigger. We can swap these. Oh, would you look at that? There sure are a whole lot of round things around here.
Oh boy! That means it's time for me, right? Oh boy!
My hair is also round. Let's see, to use Missile's powers, just tap right trigger. I'll try it and see what happens. Right, okay, so that's me. There we go. If you're in an object, Missile can't swap unless you go... Oh, I see, okay. So then I need to be... Okay, so let me... Okay, so I don't need that. Let's go back to Missile. There we go. I can swap these. What does that do for me? Do I want the tire in there? Let's find out. This time is in fact passing. Damn. It's so heavy. I can't move it very much. Maybe because of the swap that I made. I guess that little ball is about all the weight I can handle. Okay. So let's do this. Oops. Damn. No. Come on. There we go. Shit. Come on. Yes! Okay. So, if I spin faster. Okay. Wow, I didn't see this coming. Don't you know the first thing about a globe climber? Huh? Even the little children treat it with the respect it deserves. They know that unless you spin it gently, there's no stopping it. Yeah, it does look pretty dangerous. It looks like I'm destined to fly through the air like this for a while. This just might buy us some time. Maybe he'll just keep spinning around like that for the whole 4 minutes. I'm sorry, but I don't think I would stand for it that long. But anyway, at least we stopped him from running for a little. Let's do what we can while we have this chance.
Oh, that was so close. If it hit the ball, it could have knocked it down.
Is that all this umbrella can be used for? For knocking the rugby ball down?
Don't forget about my powers. And don't forget about my recklessness of youth. Look at this funny flattened ball. It's the same shape as that horrible Mino, but it's too far to swap from here. Even this ball is starting to look horrible to me. We have to find a way to get this ball closer to that Mino thing. Knock it down from the tree, I say. There must be something we can do. Okay, so that doesn't do anything. Let's swap. I can swap these? No. Oh, that's me. Okay. Huh. Maybe the basketball with the rugby ball? Oh, maybe. You know, I didn't consider them close enough in shape, but maybe. Oh. Oh, that's me. I see. Can't quite reach that far. Oh, I think I have an idea now. Okay. So. I need to move you. If it was the tire, it would be big enough maybe. Yeah, what I'm thinking is if I can get the basketball up here maybe, and maybe I can launch the baseball. Let me see here. Okay, let's go back to you now. Well, I guess I missed my chance. Shit. God damn it. Okay. Oh wait, did we catch the umbrella? Or catch it in the umbrella? Did you seesaw that? Yes, it really sent that little baseball flying, didn't it? Such a pity. It's too bad it didn't hit the rugby ball and knock it down. Maybe it's a little too light to do that. Hey, wait a minute. Maybe we should try setting up something a little heavier. Yeah, so we gotta get the basketball. I gotta restart. That jumping gotta be important too. Like the tire. Maybe, I think the tire might be too heavy. I think it's gotta be the basketball. Because I think the tire won't go far enough. But this is a little simpler than I expected. Possible to, yeah. I'm gonna start with the basketball and go from there. So swap those. Now get you out the way. We're gonna need that. Okay, we won't need the baseball, so I'm gonna go there. And let's go back to Cecil. Okay. Oh, wait. Oh, I see. So move. Oh, and I can't. Okay. Okay. So I need to use the baseball to get me over here. Now I can move this. Take over the baseball. Okay, I think we got this. It is in fact passing, thank you. I swear to myself to not repeat my mistakes. Mistakes? When somebody's in trouble, you should lend them a hand. Otherwise, you'll definitely regret it. And now the recklessness of youth has taken over, giving me lightning fast speed. I've been thinking. If we could stop this man from running, maybe he wouldn't get squished.
Damn. Sorry, I got a fruit fly attacking me.
It won't be so easy to stop me once the recklessness of youth is taken over. Stop him, eh?
Oh shit, wait, how am I supposed to... Oh, okay. I get it. Swap these. Swap these. Oh, he starts spinning it. I see. That's what I was missing. Alright, so then you can go here from here. Spin it faster. Alright. And then you and you. No. You and you gotta swap. And then we're good with that. So now I need to swap to Cecil. I don't know if this actually does anything, but it couldn't hurt. Let's see how this does. Okay. We caught the basketball at least. Wow, I so did not see that coming. Never thought the umbrella would catch the ball.
Did you see that? The tree branch, it shook a little. I think I saw it shake too. If only it shook a little more, it would knock that terrible rugby down from this terrible tree.
Maybe it just needs a little more weight.
I'm sure we can do this. We just have to put our hands together.
All right, we need one more step. Okay. Let's see. Oh, now I get it. Okay, we'll take you. Yes. There, we moved the ball. What do you think, Missile?
With the little ball there, I think I can do it.
Just a few seconds. You'll swap Mino with the leaf. And then, from there, you can swap Mino one more time. The final moment is near. Missile, are you ready?
You bet.
All right, let's do this. Okay. Gotta wait for it to drop. Okay, she gonna push him. There we go. Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay, watch me, Cecil. Here I go.
The finishing touches. You can do it, Missile. Swap Mino with that ball. There we go.
There, how was that?
My head has been spared. Truly, that was a try worthy of the gods. And now Mino is right where he belongs.
We did it again, didn't we? Didn't we?
We sure did. Way to go, Missile.
Now nobody has to die.
Except for one brave little somebody.
Huh?
I'm talking about you, Missile.
Oh, me? I guess you're right. I'm still dead, aren't I?
So now let's go back and save your life.
Wait a minute.
What is it?
Now that I think about it, I think I want to stay dead a little longer.
What?
When I was alive, I couldn't even help Miss Camilla when she was in trouble. I want to be able to protect Miss Camilla. And to do that, I need these powers I have now.
I see.
The goodest dog. We love you, Missile. You're so good.
Perfectly understandable. Even I wish I had powers like that. Hey, we just saved you. Don't waste your life away already. Oh, of course, you're right. Okay, Missile, have it your way. By the way, Mr. Reckless Youth, there's a certain detective who needs that music box you found. When we get back to the present time, could you give it to her? Certainly, you have my word.
Let's go back then to the present.
Yeah, not out of the woods yet. We still gotta save Camilla. But we're close. And so Camilla ended up in the hands of the kidnappers. We weren't able to change that part. Lynn listened to my story without saying anything. I'm sorry. I wish there was something else I could have done.
No, you did the best you could. Missile staying dead just to save her. Genuinely, like... Stop, my heart. Oh my god. This is why dogs are the best. I'm sure she's alright. After all, she has me.
You're damn right.
Missile? Are you in there? Miss Lynn! Leave Miss Camilla to me. I know I don't look like much right now, but I'm sure I can help her. Missile. Miss Lynn!
Uh-oh. Yeah, maybe a leaf wasn't the best plan.
I'm gonna leave it up to Missile.
It kind of looks like Missile is being left up to the wind.
Yeah, it does.
Ooh. I have something to give you. No. Stop the park from being turned into a housing site. Protect the park, the Rock of the Gods. Aren't you forgetting your promise? Oh, pardon me, pardon me. There we go, that's more like it. My apologies, this is for you.
Oh. You kept the music box safe, didn't you? Thank you.
Not at all. I was only doing what the Rock of the Gods would have wanted. What's the matter? Cat got your tongue?
He's mesmerized by my beauty. Hey, that cat's not allowed to get your tongue.
Excuse me, but are you? No, it couldn't be.
Have we met before?
Aren't you that little girl from that time? I'll never forget it. It was 10 years ago in this park.
10 years ago? Are you talking about?
Which one? Which one do we pick? Here in this park, the gods surely control fate. Today, 10 years from that day, we met once again. If that isn't the power of the gods, then what else is it? It could just be coincidence. But apparently, you know Our Lady Detective here. Could you tell us about it? About what happened 10 years ago? Yes, of course. It was actually about to do just that. What's this Rock of the Gods you keep mentioning? Don't you know? It's right there in front of us.
Missile. Wait a minute. You say gods, but do you mean dogs? Of course not. Don't be silly. This is no time for ridiculous word games. You are standing just above the Rock of the Gods now. Take a good look at that monument. Monument?
Rock of the Gods, Temsic Park.
The Rock of the Gods? The rock is buried in the ground right there. It's been there these 10 years. Ever since that day, it flew down from the heavens and showed us a miracle.
A miracle?
So this rock you've been talking about is a meteorite? Precisely! It dropped from the sky on that day 10 years ago. Yes, of course. Surely you know all about it. Me? That day I just happened to be passing through this park. I had no idea that day would change my destiny. The sun was going down, and through the gloom, I heard the scream of a little girl.
Now just calm down and drop that weapon.
So stay back. If you come any closer, I'll shoot her. I peeked out fearfully from the bushes and saw some shadowy figures. I didn't see the face of the criminal clearly. I knew I should do something to help, but I couldn't move. The tension was so thick, it was painful. Just when I couldn't stand it any longer, the gumshoe coat, yeah. That's when it happened. The sky suddenly burned bluish white. When it crashed into the ground, the meteorite gave off a shower of beautiful fragments. And then I saw it. One of those beautiful fragments pierced into the criminal's back.
Interesting. Interesting. So he didn't kill him either.
The judgment of the gods was brought down on the park that day.
Excuse me.
10 years ago, this little girl that was you was saved by the Rock of the Gods. Oh my, I can't believe it. The Rock of the Gods was given the name Temsic, and still today, it lies sleeping deep in the park's earth.
He probably thought he did too and got trauma thinking he did. Yeah. Because he said earlier in his monologue, it might have been yesterday, but he mentioned in his monologue how he does blame himself for this criminal's death. So it's damn, this dude's been beating himself up over shit that is not his fault. That's rough.
I never knew about this Temsic. I always thought Detective Jowd was the one who saved me. You were very young then, and you passed out from the shock of being taken hostage. Of course you wouldn't remember.
But that's funny. A huge incident like that should have caused quite a stir. It's strange you never heard of it, Lynn.
Excuse me. It is, isn't it? Now that I think about it, I remember I didn't want to think about what happened. I avoided the news, and I never came back to this park again. That's why I didn't know anything about it. The meteorite was named Temsic after the name of the park that it fell in. And then the Rock of the Gods was forgotten. Now an awful thing is happening. They're talking about turning this park into a housing site. I'll never forget the miracle I witnessed that day. And so I've taken up residence in this park and am trying to appeal to the people. Protect the park, the Rock of the Gods. That's my mission. I see. I'm taking you with me, Missile.
So 10 years ago, the little girl that was Lynn wasn't aware of the meteorite. I get that. But Detective Jowd, on the other hand, there's no way he didn't know about this Temsic thing. And if he knew, and the man died. I took his life.
What was that confessional of his all about?
Exactly. That's what I was thinking of.
The rocks of the gods that fell from the sky 10 years ago changed the destinies of many people's lives, like the ripples on a pond when a pebble is dropped in. With every answer I get, I learn about a new mystery. Will I be able to break the chain of mysteries before dawn? Who knows? Anyway, now that we have the evidence we need, we decided to meet up again at the minister's office. Besides, there are a few things I want to ask Detective Jowd. We found the music box, Detective Jowd.
Good job, Lynn. I knew you would. Once everything has been resolved, I wanted you to give this to him.
Him? You mean Inspector Cabanela?
I don't suppose he'll ever forgive me.
Detective Jowd.
Now then, let's get this thing open. There's a certain knack to doing it, you know? See?
He calls that a knack. It looks like more like brute strength to me. Yes, that gun definitely fit in that box.
You should find scorch marks on the grip.
Scorch marks?
When Camilla built her contraption, she used a special kind of string. It's a kind magicians use. It burns up in an instant and disappears.
Why would little Camilla use something like that?
I don't know. Maybe because she's a detective's daughter. Not leaving any evidence behind and all that. In the case report, there was a mention of some scorch marks.
When it happened, Camilla was watching from her hiding place. She saw the flame run to the gun, something she naturally didn't include in her design.
I took the gun out of the frame and replaced it with a picture. If you remove the picture, you should find scorch marks behind it on the frame too. And those marks should match up with the ones on the gun.
In other words,
it proves the contraption existed there in that room that day.
Nice.
And it didn't work the way your little girl intended, is that right? Exactly. Some cowardly culprit modified the design. But that angle was never brought up in court, and so, as Justice Minister, I must call off this execution at this point.
I knew I was right. It wasn't Detective Jowd. Now we can finally prove that. My theory so far? Yeah, I think that the pigeon head dude is working with the bad dudes because the contraption that killed Jowd's wife is identical to the one that was in his lab. So I think Pigeon Head, bruh, is the missing piece behind all this. I think maybe Cabanela, just because Cabanela is a little fishy to me. But I think mostly Pigeon Head dude is the one who's pulling these strings. He might even be the manipulator, or is at least working with the manipulator. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking so far.
Thank you, Lynn. And those eyes of yours. I see the eyes of that little girl from 10 years ago.
Okay. Do we talk to them then?
Yes. Cecil.
If this was Ace Attorney 2, we'd have to ask the motive too. True. Yeah, we don't really know the motive yet, other than just some sort of control. Oh, right. And then I think that they also, Pigeon Head set up Lynn and manipulated her to kill Cecil to cover up the tracks of Jowd's wife's death. So,
because she was investigating it, and maybe Cecil also was investigating it. But yeah, that's basically my theory so far. If you hadn't come to my cell tonight, I would be gone by now, without ever having known any of this. This is what I deserve. That's what I told myself these past 5 years. But things are different now. Thanks to you, my eyes have finally been opened. Tonight, I've come into contact with a lot of people's lives and got involved in their fates. And the only reason I was doing it was to regain my own lost memories. Things are different now. We're connected to each other somehow. I just know it. And that's why I need to ask you a few more questions, in order to find the truth about us. Fair enough. Fire away.
Cecil told me all about it, Detective Jowd. About the manipulator.
Yes. And it looks like this manipulator really did a number on the minister, too.
Ah! Please don't pick on the minister.
If he dies again, I'm the one who has to save him.
Oh. Cecil, do you think that's what happened to me too?
What are you talking about, Lynn? Don't tell me. You were manipulated too?
There was always part of me that just couldn't believe it. That image of the one who shot me. But now I see the possibility of a new explanation. But who is it? Why did they do it?
The why seems to be the big question remaining at this point.
That contraption was a birthday surprise for Camilla's mother, wasn't it?
That's right.
Something's been bothering me about it. I feel like I know that device from somewhere.
No surprise there. You lost your life once tonight because of that machine.
Right! I knew it! See, Detective Jowd?
No, I'm afraid I don't see. I told Detective Jowd about it. I told him about seeing the exact same contraption tonight in a completely different place. Exactly. That's very strange indeed. A junkyard on the edges of town? I've never even heard of the place. And what's more, I've never told a single soul about that contraption.
You haven't?
That old pigeon guy. Who in the world is he? Indeed, who is he? Detective Jowd, you must have heard this name before. Temsic? The meteorite that fell in the park 10 years ago, you were there. So you found out about that, did you?
I hear that meteorite saved little Lynn's life.
That's right. I couldn't do anything to help Lynn that day.
But in that case, I don't get it. If it's true, doesn't it mean you didn't steal somebody's life away? What are you talking about?
Detective Jowd, you told me that 10 years ago. The person who killed the perpetrator in the park was you.
What? But it was the meteorite.
I wasn't lying. I stole that man's life away. No question about it. It was entirely my fault. I was just about to shoot him. I would have shot him in the next instant if the meteorite hadn't come. At that point, I was already a murderer.
That's not true. You were trying to save me.
Lynn, I'm sorry, but I don't think that's really it.
Huh?
On that day 10 years ago, a different incident happened in another place.
Another place?
Yes, in the police headquarters interrogation room. The worst sort of incident, a suspect who was being questioned escaped.
Wow, I didn't know about that.
I happened to be there in the detective division, so I joined the case. Fortunately, or I guess unfortunately, I was able to track him down alone in the park. Hold it right there. I fired a warning shot. I wanted to catch him bad. That warning shot made him panic. At the time, I was young and a green detective, brandishing my sense of justice like a sword. I made him panic and got you involved, Lynn. It was my fault.
Detective Jowd! Detective Jowd!
All I could see was my target. I couldn't even see you. I'm so sorry, Lynn.
So the man who grabbed me that day died that day.
These last 10 years, I've never forgotten his face. And then a few years after that, when my wife Alma died in such a mysterious way, I thought it was fate, my punishment for what I'd done.
What if the guy who kidnapped Lynn is the manipulator, and he's doing this all to get revenge on Jowd? And so the blue folk and Pigeonhead are just pawns of his, or collaborators of his. Maybe. I painted pictures in my cell, nothing but portraits of people's faces. All the faces of the many people I'd met in my life and didn't want to forget. And tonight, I finished my last portrait, the final face I wanted to remember. The final face. The face of the man in the park that day. Wait just 1 minute. That can't be. I saw that painting. I saw the face you painted tonight. Interesting. It was my face. Are you telling me I was the man in the park that time? What the fuck is going on now? That's right. That face of yours is the face I saw 10 years ago. The face of the man whose life I stole. Of the man who was pronounced dead at the scene. And the plot thickens indeed. But hold on, Detective Jowd. That can't be true. I just met Cecil for the first time tonight. And he died right in front of me. By the way, the name that I know the man in the park that day by isn't Cecil. What? From the first minute I laid eyes on you tonight, I've been wondering, who in the world is this guy? Mr. Minister. Inspector Cabanela, where are you? Just be quiet and listen. This is our demand. Oh, what? Demand? Our demand hasn't changed. The execution must be tonight. Once we've confirmed it's been carried out, we'll release the hostage. What are you talking about, Inspector Cabanela? And you know it wasn't my daughter who was abducted. Does it really matter who the hostage is? A life is a life. Even if it's the daughter of a death row prisoner. Cabanela's showing his hand now. We gotta be close to solving it. Once the criminal gets the punishment he deserves, the hostage will go free. Carry out the execution immediately and wait for our call. What is it, Mr. Minister? You look paler than ever. Oh, what in the world? What's going on? Inspector Cabanela! Yeah, you're getting there. The next few chapters are so good, too. That's hype. The Rock of the Gods that fell from the sky 10 years ago twisted the fates of many people and started a chain of tragic events. And even now, the chain continues to grow ever longer. Inspector Cabanela's call proved that to us. And the greatest mystery of all has risen to the surface. Who is this me I've been chasing all night?
Who am I? I'm even further from knowing them when I started. Very interesting. Save. All right, I think I'm going to call it here for today. And yeah, we'll probably wrap this up Monday. And I'm excited to see how this all wraps up. Man, this story is good. It's heating up real good. And I love the puzzles. This game is everything I had hoped for and more. Next week is going to be mad fire. Yes. We're going to wrap this up. We're going to play investigations. Yeah, exactly. It's going to be a good time. I appreciate y'all so much. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. I'll see you Monday. And until next time, peace. Thank y'all. Peace.
But some problems are always gonna stay. I need reassurance to keep my damn mind right, yeah. Scared of all the feelings coming up in the late night, yeah. Always tired and arguing like I am an A-fight, yeah. Something's gotta give, but we gon' be alright. We gonna be okay. We gon' make it through the day. Tired and burned out and angry as fuck, nah. I need a second to chill. Last one I care about you will. So maybe there's something to learn and just letting go. Trying to earn something, son. I mean getting old. I don't know if that's a deal I'ma make. For what they give, or you know they gon' take everything, everyone, all of yourself. Set you aside, put you up on a shelf. Backseat driving your life, man, that ain't right. They a parasite, hope you see the light. More than black and white, truth is in the grid. Do yourself, don't pray. Feels like each word is my final somehow. Right now fighting for hope is like all I have left, but somehow I feel free. I don't care about the rest. I feel the peace and contentment inside as I open my heart. I got nothing to hide. Wouldn't trade anyone here by my side for a ransom of riches. My fortune is pride. We're gonna be okay. We're gonna make it through